Comedy Gala debut. It's the People's Champ, Paul Douglas!
All right. I've been having a pretty rough time lately just because everywhere I go, including here, I know people are just looking at me being like, fuck, he must be gutted about that referendum. New Zealand, right? We could have been the land of the long white cloud officially. My word, like, what are you even worried about? You know, like, what, stone drivers? Oh, they're the easiest people to catch in the world, right? The police don't even have to do anything different. Just when they pull up to the checkpoint, they just need to hand out that breathalyzer and be like, all right, mate, place your order when you're ready. Just over 50% said no, right? That's why I reckon super old people shouldn't be allowed to vote. Sorry. Nah, fuck him, you know. You shouldn't be allowed to be like, you can't smoke weed legally, and then just fucking die. And now they get to choose to die. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Had we legalised it, we could start concentrating on drugs we know mess with society. Yeah? Like meth. We all hate meth. Or coke, right? Fuck cocaine, man. I'm not going to pay $400 to be confident in New Zealand. Just a little bit redundant. Oh, man. I've actually got a chip on my shoulder about cocaine because the first time I ever tried it, I thought I was going to get attacked by an animal. Not a great introduction to any drug, you know. I was in Australia, I was visiting some friends at a night market, right, and we're all sitting around having a good time, and my friend comes up behind me and he comes around like a literal devil on my shoulder and he's like, do you want to do some coke? I was like, that doesn't sound shady at all, let's go, right? So we super discreetly both went into the same portaloo, okay? No one had any idea. And you guys have seen the movies, this part was pretty easy, you know, and we make our way out, right? Now, I'd never done coke, but I knew this was good shit because I was barely out of that portaloo and I already had like 3 business ideas. I hate Australia's animals. Like, I absolutely hate Australia's animals to the point that when we were coming out of the portaloo and started making our way back to the table, right, I dropped my guard a little bit, and just as my luck would have it, something kind of flies above, and I'm like, oh, what is that, right? And my friend, he's lived in Australia long enough, doesn't care about their animals anymore. He goes, oh, don't worry about it, mate. It's just an albino bat. And now I'm like, what? I forgot Australia had bats, right? This is blowing my bloody mind, right? So I'm like, what are you on about, bro? And he goes, oh, Nick was telling me about them. Apparently they're native to Melbourne. Just ask him when we get back to the table, right? Now I'm on cocaine, so of course I'm going to be asking Nick. Of course I'm going to be asking Nick, right? But the problem is, back at the table, right? Back at the table, there's a group of people I've only just met, right? Friends of friends. They've only met sober Paul for about 20 minutes. Okay? Now Coke Paul's coming in real fucking hot. And I've only just met Coke Paul. I don't know what he's capable of. We get back to the table, right? We're standing right there. I see them. They're all having conversations. They're having a good time. I see Nick. I'm overwhelmed, right? I need to get this out. And I just see him. And I just go, hey, Nick! Everyone's like, oh, my God. Tell me some more about this albino bats, bro. And Nick just looks shocked. He's just like, oh, my God. You all right, mate? Those are fucking seagulls. He's like, I love cocaine. You guys have been legends. I've been Paul Douglas.